Davey, heartbreak in the Highlands, kind of late sucker punch. What's your emotions after that?
Disappointment, frustration, anger. All the things the fans have probably heard me say if he match day one. But I think that first half was toothless, gutless, couldn't get near them. First goals. I just think in the position we're in, you're away from home. See me lose the first goal, the game becomes really difficult, eh? They get a lift from it, we probably get a lack of belief at that point. Oh God, here we go again type thing, but there was a severe lack of focus for that to happen. That kills us. The first goal is a mountain to climb. We then get hit with the second, again, don't get out to Brophy quick enough on that side of the park, but first half performance was, I don't think it was great for anyone, including myself. I picked the team, so me as well. So really, really disappointed with the first half performance. Get them in at half time, I had to take Shinnie and Stephen off, but that wasn't a reflection on Shinnie or Stephen, if I'm honest. It could mean anybody. I was just trying to be a wee bit more attack minded. Get a wee bit pace in the wings with Dan coming on. Change the shape, wet a two up top. Brucey gets a goal for us. He likes it up here, wee Bruce. Brucey gets a goal for us. Get ourselves back in the game. And then I think there's a few counters on us, but again, you can see the boys are doing everything they can to try and take something from the game. Throw caution to win the last 10 minutes, go a 3-4-3, so we'd leave ourselves a wee bit wide open in the wide areas, but I think we pinned them back, we penned them in. Big Curtis gets a flick on, that leads to Tetty getting on it, then Brucey getting on it. We get ourselves back to 2 each. There was a moment where I was going to change the shape and go back to a 4 or maybe go to a 5, take the point, get down the road, but I felt, I'll be honest, I maybe need to apologise to the fans. I thought we had momentum on our side at that point. I thought, you know what, I think 3 points are here for us today. I didn't see us conceding, if I'm honest. The worst case, I felt we'll take a point and get down the road. And then there's 2 or 3 big moments. I think we should do better in the wide area. Get set back to David. David doesn't really get a good contact on it, but he drops it into Curtis. Curtis has got to link it a lot better. Then there's 2 or 3 opportunities maybe to take the foul, reset, get behind the ball and stop the counter. And we don't do that. And it leads to a sucker punch, and sitting here talking to you guys about another defeat.
What was your message at half time? Obviously it wasn't a great first half, far from it. What was your message at half time to the boys? Was it go out, start fast, get the next one?
Get the next goal. I think it's blatantly obvious. Go and get the next goal, change the shape. I had to apologise to Stephen and Shinnie. I don't think they were at fault for the first half performance, but you're trying to change the game, you're trying to get new players on the park. Reality is you should have probably made changes to the defensive shape, but at that point, like, fans will know this, Christian Montano was sitting on the bench as a bench filler today. Jack Hamilton couldn't have went anywhere near the game today. Jack was miles away from it, but Michael McGovern had phoned in sick this morning, so I didn't want to travel to the Highlands with one keeper on the bench. So the bench was probably 2 or 3 on the bench that in reality shouldn't have been on the bench, or couldn't have been on the bench, really. Shouldn't have been on the bench. So we stuck with the shape, we managed to get that first, stuck with the defensive shape, sorry. Managed to get that first goal, which then gave us a wee kick and a wee bit of belief. Get a second goal, and then again, I just think game management's been one of our biggest downfalls at times this year. I think we try to overplay, the ball should be turned, it should be up, their back 4 should be defending a clearance. We had 2 or 3 opportunities, maybe put our foot through it, we don't put our foot through it. We had 2 or 3 opportunities maybe to take a foul. One, I think Curtis can nibble and get the foul after he's lost the ball. And in the middle of the park, I can't remember who it was at that point, David Holt and Tetty had wee opportunities. We don't take it and we let the counter carry on, so a wee bit of game management in terms of clearing the lines a wee bit better, try to overplay a wee bit, clearing the lines and then taking a foul and getting 10 men behind the ball, so to speak.
So is it just a lack of discipline, that kind of 5 minutes almost in terms of the shape? And
A little bit, but it's probably a lack of discipline that gets you back in the game. Does that make sense?
Yeah, because you get a wee bit giddy and everyone kind of trots 5 yards further up the pitch.
But I think you get it from, it's a wee bit chaotic, the chaos from the shape, the 3-4-3 is one of the reasons you get a goal. You leave yourself open to the counter, but I don't actually think the counter does bar that goal when we had that change of shape. So I'm gutted for it. I'm gutted for the players first and foremost, gutted for the fans, and frustrated because we kind of took a massive step forward last week, and it feels like you've took that massive step back. But we'll be back in work Monday morning, and we'll be going again, and we'll be trying to win the next game of football to try and get closer yet again and just apply more pressure. So I just want the fans to know that this isn't gone. We're not giving up. Every one of us will be back in Monday morning, ready to go again to try and take 3 points to the Motherwell game.
So it is Motherwell on Wednesday. The fans did travel up here in good numbers, to be fair, almost 300. But we're going to need them again on Wednesday.
We need everybody, and I'm sick of saying this, and I must sound like a broken record, but I think the fans over probably since the turn of January has been brilliant. I do honestly, especially part of the game last week. I think the fans have been brilliant, and even today at 2-0 down, it had been easy for the fans that came here to kind of walk away. I don't think they did. The fans got behind the players. We managed to get back in the game, and listen, we're still here, we're still fighting, and I just want everybody to know that every one of the staff and every one of the players are going to do everything they can to keep us club in the Premier League. And I know I keep saying it, but I don't know what else to say, because it's a genuine truth. Nobody in that changing room's giving up, and I want the fans to know that.
Thanks for your time, David.
Cheers.
We'll check it out.
You feel like a broken record.